Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob. Welcome back to Media Awareness. Before I continue, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote, despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or powered chair or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction as it did in the past, I will yet again be a fish out of water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. In addition to that, my wheelchair van has ceased functioning and I need my independence to be reliable. Therefore, it is crucial that I meet the goals that I have in mind. The scooter itself is in need of ongoing refurbishing, and I also plan on purchasing a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, with my existing model completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used at a moment's notice if necessary, when necessary. Also, having the ability to go wherever I need to go in my own vehicle would be an ideal situation at the current time and in the future. So, a new wheelchair van is definitely a must as well. So, please do what you can. I would greatly appreciate anything that you can contribute. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, my channel, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Also, if you do subscribe, be sure to click the bell icon. That way, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, much like this one. So, this is the first reaction to Radiohead doing Pyramid Song, and it's live from 2018. This was a request slash suggestion from my friend Lee in the UK, being that I haven't really covered Radiohead here on my channel prior to this. I'll explain my thoughts on Radiohead following this performance. And I will also give you guys my thorough breakdown of the performance itself, as far as what I can ascertain from it in terms of the style and the overall performance as a whole. Um, but with all my reaction videos, you'll find this source video link below. I do this because the individuals who upload this for the fans are doing us a service by providing us this video that we normally would not be able to see otherwise. So please do that person the kindness of giving them the clicks and love that they deserve for making this material available to us, the fans out here. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a lot of material that is considered quite rare. So, without further ado, I'm interested to dive into this one. So here we go, and this is Radiohead with Pyramid Song, and I'll be back following this with a full breakdown and my overall assessment.
stars and astrocars, and all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me, and all my past and future. And we all went sailing in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. I jumped into the river. The black-eyed angel swam with me. A moon full of stars and astrocars, and all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me, all my past and future. And we all went sailing in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to
So there you have Radiohead with Pyramid Song live in 2018. Now let's talk about this performance. And it was a good, really good performance. Great, actually. Um, an interesting arrangement on this song. Uh, and some might really say that this was um, an impressive piece to do live, and it was. Um, everything was really interestingly syncopated once the song kicks in. Um, there's a nice sort of almost jazz-like groove going on with the drums and bass once everything is moving along. But my I guess it's not a gripe, but it's a certain uh, feeling I have. Radiohead, of course, for those of you unaware, are a classic '90s band, um, and they really broke through um, with the Bends and OK Computer. Their first album was also quite successful with the song Creep, but after that, they really made waves with the Bends and OK Computer and Kid A, and of course, everything that followed that as well. But they always shy away from really uh, addressing what style they are. It's not necessarily art rock. It's not necessarily experimental. It's progressive rock at its core, and really progressive in this aspect with this particular track. I couldn't help but hear in my head early uh, Porcupine Tree. For those of you unaware, Porcupine Tree was another band that was started out in the early 90s. But they started out as one person, Stephen Wilson. And Stephen basically experimented and did the first several Porcupine Tree albums himself. Um, and it's not that different from where OK Computer would end up a few years later when Radiohead reached that point in their career. Um, in fact, it's quite similar in as far as the progression goes in terms of the music as well. Um, but they always shy away from acknowledging any of the dinosaurs of rock, if you will. Pink Floyd, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, King Crimson, all of the classic progressive rock bands of yesteryear. Yes, um, they uh, focus on just addressing themselves as really an art rock group and an experimental group, and they are, and they're quite good at it. But I think credit needs to go where credit is due in this particular case, and I'm hearing a lot of early Porcupine Tree on this particular track, especially, um, and even Steven Wilson's solo career. Um, as well. This is really a great song, and it's really excellently, pardon me, excellently performed. But in the interviews I've seen with Tom York of Radiohead, there's always been this uh, diversion from influences and um, as, at least in terms of addressing progressive aspects of that they really dove into on OK Computer Full Throttle. I mean, that album is really an example of uh, a progressive rock template that was just lifted from earlier stuff that Porcupine Tree had done, and even bands like the Flower Kings, and going more further back um, in time, Pink Floyd, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, like I said, King Crimson. These are all bands that did this same sort of experimentation and the stylistic adventure early on. And it's not hip to really acknowledge that in the music scene. It's not really an accepted thing that to really say, and if it is said, you're kind of put into a box. And once you're in the progressive rock box, you're stuck there, basically. At least that's how it would seem. So I could see why they do shy away from that, but still, credit needs to go where credit is due, in my opinion, at least. With all of that rant stated, I did really enjoy this performance. I'm really glad that Lee shared this with me, and that I'd like to cover more Radiohead on my channel. A lot of the material from their official site will be blocked, so I'll need to go through other sources, such as the individual that was kind enough to upload this particular performance, to be able to actually do reactions to Radiohead, but I will do so if possible and if requested. So let me know in the comment section if you want to hear more Radiohead and more reactions to Radiohead, because I have never really experienced them live, with the exception of one MTV performance when OK Computer was out, and they were touring uh, briefly in support of that, prior to the release of Kid A and albums that would follow that. Um, but let me know your thoughts on this particular performance and on what I've stated, and whether or not you're familiar with bands I uh, referenced as well. I'd really love to know. And if you'd like to contact me directly, you're welcome to do so via my email address in the description below, as well as the Facebook information is also there. Um, and I also want to reach out and thank Lee for having the Verve sent to me. I am really thrilled. Just arrived today, and I will be listening to this evening. So thank you so much, my friend. And as for all of you out there, if you'd like to have anything sent to me to either review or uh, react to, or even just have in my personal collection the way Lee has been kind enough to do, you're welcome to look over the media awareness wish list, which is also linked in the description below as well. I will see you all again soon. Once again, a reminder, the fundraiser continues. Please do what you can, and the end all help is welcome. And have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.